Hi BookTube. I'm here today with an explanation of how I'm going to approach my reading in June. It's going to be different from the way I usually approach my reading, which is basically just start all the books at once and just finish them whenever and read whatever whenever. Because I did that in May and I read 9 books, but it felt like I spent so much more time reading. And the payoff didn't feel as good. So I'm going to approach it differently in June. I noticed, I have my TBR card right here, that's what I'm looking at. I noticed that my books in June, I have 5 really big books, 5 more medium books, and 5 more smaller books. So I figured 5 weeks in June, if I think there's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. I figured I'll read 1 big book a week, 1 medium book a week, and 1 small book a week, and try and get 15 books read. I added up all the page numbers and it's over 7,000. I think it's just like 80 pages less than what I've read all year. I've had a really up and down reading year, but I'm gonna try. To read as much as June as I had in the first 5 months of the year. So the way I'm gonna do that is I initially have it partitioned out here so that there's big books and medium books and small books all grouped in one. But then I was looking at it and I'm like, I don't know where I want to start because I want to start them all at once and I can't do that. So I have some TBR mugs here that are divided into the big books and the Alice in Wonderland cup, and they're purple, and then small books in the Mr. Clever cup, and they're pink, Mr. Clever, and then medium books, and this is me and my brothers when we were younger. We gave it to my Oma. Now I have it, and these are green, so I'm gonna pick 1 from each, and that will determine what books I'll be reading in June. So let's do it. Is there any point in breaking them up, shifting them around? Let's see. I'm just gonna pick this first one on top here, and it is The Grey House. So this is one of my favorite books from last year. It is definitely a hefty book. It is 700 and last page there, 721 pages, and I have it partitioned out to read it in 6 days because there's not technically 5 weeks in June, but 30 divided by 5 is 6, so it gives me 6 days to finish the books. So I have it partitioned out for me to read The Grey House. There's already a bookmark in here because I've been planning to read it for a while. I'm just going to read the back. The Grey House is an astounding tale of how what others understand as liabilities can be leveraged into strengths. Bound to wheelchairs and dependent on prosthetic limbs, the physically disabled students living in the house are overlooked by the outsides. Not that it matters to anyone living in the house, a hulking old structure that its residents know is alive. From the corridors and crawl spaces to the classroom and dorms, the house is full of tribes, tinctures, scared teachers, and laws, all seen and understood through a prismatic array of teenagers' eyes. But students' deaths and mounting pressure from the outsides put the time-defying order of the house in danger. As the tribe leaders struggle to maintain power, they defer to the awesome power of the house, attempting to make it through days and nights that pass in ways that clocks and watches cannot record. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I love this book. Okay, so that was my big book. I'll stick that in there too. And now we'll go for medium book. We'll go in decreasing size, so there's only 5 books in here, so we'll go with this one, and it is The Elegance of the Hedgehog. That is a library book. It's for the prompt of translated work. It's translated from the French by Allison Anderson. And this is about a hotel. We are an elegant hotel particular in the center of Paris. Renee, the building's concierge, is short, ugly, and plump. She has bunions on her feet. She's cantankerous and addicted to television soaps. Her only genuine attachment is to her cat Leo. In short, she is everything society expects from a concierge at a bourgeois building in a posh Parisian neighborhood. There's a lot of like alliteration in there, isn't there? Whoa. But Renee has a secret. She is a ferocious autodidact who furtively devours art, philosophy, music, and Japanese culture. With biting humor, she scrutinizes the lives of the building's tenants, her inferiors in every way except that of material wealth. And there's Paloma, a super smart 12-year-old, and the youngest daughter of the Josses who live on the 5th floor. Talented, precocious, and startlingly lucid, she has come to terms with life's seemingly futility and has decided to end her own on the day of her 13th birthday. Until then, she will continue hiding her extraordinary intelligence behind a mask of mediocrity, acting the part of an average preteen high on pop subculture, a good but not an outstanding student, an obedient if obstinate daughter. That actually sounds pretty cool. I didn't read that second part. Wow. Wow. Okay. And lastly, our small books. The small books aren't necessarily that small. They're just smaller than the medium books. And we have How to Teach Quantum Physics to Your Dog right here. And I think this is just what the title says. Emmy is no ordinary dog. When adopted from the shelter by physics professor Chad Orzel, she becomes immediately fascinated by his work. Could she use quantum tunneling to get through the neighbor's fence? How about diffracting around a tree to chase squirrels, or using virtual particles to catch bunnies made of cheese? In this international bestseller, Orzel explains the key theories of quantum physics, taking Emmy's anarchic behavior as a starting point. From quarks and gluons to Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, this is uniquely entertaining way to unlock the secrets of the universe. So I already said 720 pages in the Grey House. These ones are about the same length, but oh well. This one is 325, so that's 1,046. And this one has a large index, thankfully. This one is 265, so we're 1,300-ish pages. I think I can do it. I hope I can do it. Yeah, that's my reading for the first week of June. I'll come back next week, hopefully having finished those and picking some new reads for the next month, the next week. Thank you for watching.